Hey guys, it's Desiree here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be a get ready with me.
And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a Ken. Like Jazzy, Stacy, Nikki. All of the Barbies is pretty. Damn. All of the Barbies is bad. It girls, and we ain't playing tag.
Okay, so I got about an hour to get ready. So let's get ready to go to Quebec City on a little road trip. So we have to do this quick. So it's winter, okay, and my outfit is giving winter baddie. So the makeup has to give that same thing. So, of course, we're gonna do a cold girl look. So let's get into it. First start off with the brows. I'm not gonna do too much of a heavy look. I recently did a cold girl makeup look, and I kind of focused on the eyes and the blush, but this time I'm going to focus less on the eyes and more on the blush and my overall base, because I've been doing my research. I've been watching other girlies that I follow and just, you know, regular videos on Instagram and TikTok about the cold girl look. And some did like a dewy base and focused more on their dewy base than their eyes. And some did a matte base and focused really on the blush on their under eyes. So I'm gonna focus more on the blush. I think I'm going for a more, because my outfit is mainly white and black, so the face could give, okay? The colors will give on the face. So I think I'm gonna go more for a plum pink red. Those are the colors that I'm gonna play around with. Okay, so I just used my brow glue by NYX on my brows. So while we let that dry, I'm gonna go ahead and carve that out, because like I said, it's a crunchful time. We're gonna go with my LA Girl concealer in the color Fawn, a shade closer to my skin tone, starting at the front of my brows or the base of my brows or whatever you want to call this. Then I'm gonna go in a lighter shade of the LA Girl concealer, Cool Tan, and just mix that in and put the highlighted color on the tail. And then we're just gonna use a flat kind of concealer brush and carve it out. I like to use a tapping motion and just carve it out. So yes, as I was saying, I'm going to Quebec City, a little road trip with my butt. But we're gonna be outside practically all day. We're there because we're gonna go see, apparently there's multiple Christmas markets going on in Quebec City, and it's very pretty around this time of year. And it's the end of my semester and I need a break. Okay, I just did my hair. My hair was a mess. It was in a matted mess. There we go. Nice, soft, and blended. So as y'all know, I always like to do, where's my cool? I got time for this. Okay, take my LA Girl concealer and I use it as a primer for my eyelids. Although I'm not gonna do too much on the eye, like I said, I'm barely gonna do any eyeshadow. I still like to put a decent amount on my eyelids because I find that it just evens out the look. Get my sponge. I know it's dirty. Don't comment on it. Get it nice and damp with some setting spray. And I use setting spray throughout my whole look. Tap the excess because you don't want to blend out your products when your sponge is too wet. Because I'm gonna blend that out. Ooh! Okay, so now that my eyelids are done, Guys, I'm filming with my phone and I twisted it this way, so I don't even know where to look. I don't know if I should look at the camera or not, but bear with me. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my setting powder and just dust a little bit all over my lid so I can just set the concealer. Like I said, I'm not putting too much on the eyes, so my eyes don't necessarily need to be tacky. Wow, now that my brows should be dry, I'm gonna take my brow marker from NYX, the Lift and Snatched, and I'm just gonna do light hair like strokes in the front of my brows so it doesn't look too spacey. So for the eyes, I'm gonna be my palette. Okay. So for the eyes, I'm gonna be using my Morphe palette, the 9B Essentials, Math Essentials. Sorry. I'm gonna be using a little bit of this like light pinky color. I'm just gonna be tapping that in. I'm gonna be taking the darker shade a little bit and go kind of test it on my ends like that, just so my lids don't look white, because you know I'm brown, I'm a black woman, so sometimes shit just looks ashy. There, and I kind of just did that in the outer corners. Okay, so my favorite part, I finally got it. Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter, Style Kilowatt, whatever it's called. What a brat, the pink one, I've been waiting to use it. Look at her. Do you see her? Look at her, the glimmer. Oh my gosh. So this is why I didn't want to do too much of my eyes, because this is what I'm going to be putting on my eyes. So let me just take a little bit off my finger. I'm just going to... Whoa! I'm just going to tap that in. Child, I think I put too much. Lord.
Oh my God. What is that?
It's giving what it's supposed to give. So there you go. That's my eyes. So I don't know. I can't do a look without doing eyeliner. So I'm just using brown. Again, it's NYX. Half of my products are NYX. Okay, so I just checked the time and it's 8:46. So we gotta get this rolling. So eyes are done. Okay, pretty. Now let's go for the base. So like I said, I think I want to do like
okay, so for most of this video, I do say that I want to do a dewy look, but subconsciously, I do a matte look. So you're not gonna see anything dewy.
Like a dewy kind of princess look. I don't know. Honestly, I don't have the idea completely down in my head. Like, I don't really have a look. Usually I have an idea in my head and I try to execute it, but because we're on a time crunch, I'm just winging it. Okay, primer is done. My under eye bags, hideous. So we're gonna go with the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix. I know technically to cancel out dark circles, you're supposed to go with like a peach color, but this is the one I have now that I find that works. Okay, 2 dots for that one. Let's tap that in. Okay, there we go, blended. Okay, so now that I brightened my under eyes a little bit, we're gonna go with my favorite foundation yet, NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. Like there. With my Morphe foundation brush in E63, like I like to do. Jesus. You spray. Get that a little damp. Tap the excess. No. So I just like to spread my foundation kind of all over my face. That's another tip I've learned, because when you spread it, it's easier to blend out and gives a more airbrush look, I guess. A little extra blend. Gonna take the Morphe microfiber beauty sponge that also comes in the pack with this brush, and spray it a little bit. For a microfiber sponge, you need to get this damp. Like, you need to. Otherwise, it's not gonna do what it's intended to do, which is give you that airbrush look. Damn. You can tell this is a new sponge by the way it's stiff, child. There we go. Now for the concealer I use for my base is these two girlies. Okay, NARS again. The creamy, radiant creamy concealer. Again, I'm kind of going for this like radiant natural finish. They look very similar in shade, but they're just, I think, a shade apart. I have Sucre d'Orge and Caramel. So I like to place my lighter shade in the corner of my eye. Bring that down to snatch my nose. Put it, there we go, the end also, or whatever you call this. A little bit on my forehead. It's gonna go in the middle. I like to put it at the end of the lighter shade, just to provide that gradient effect. It's not too blotchy. Look, some people say this is a lot of concealer. I get it, but this is what works for me, so mind your business. Let me proceed with my contour and bronzer. So like I said, a more radiant look. So usually I use my matte bronzer by Milk, but I'm gonna use the liquid bronzer instead. Okay, time for blush. So for blush, like I said, I want to do like a rosy, plummy, ready look. So I'm going to be using this palette by Milani Makeup. I don't know what color to use. Okay, I'm going to be using the darker color since, like I said, I want a plum look. Yes, I think this matches with my eyes better. Doesn't that look fabulous? It's 9:04. Okay. Let's speed this up. I'm almost done though. Okay, I think it's dried down enough. It just has a shine to it because again, it's radiant and creamy. So I know we said dry down on concealer for the best coverage, but we also, so we don't blend it in too dry so that it gives patchy, we respray, but we don't soak our face. Now go in, and the key, you start small, just tap lip and look up and set that girl. Okay, so I'm blending out my concealer. As you can see, the light is a little bit too bright. There you go. I'm snatched. As you can see, a little bit of that blush has disappeared, but it's okay. We're gonna deal with that. So for the concealer that I put here, I used my foundation brush and I just tapped upwards. Why I use my foundation brush? Because I think it gives, in my opinion, it gives a more seamless blend. Because there's a little bit of excess foundation left on my brush, so it just blends it. But for my setting powder is the Fit Me, and for my baking powder as well is from Fit Me. take my product buff again, and I just line it up. A little bit like a triangle shape, just like that. Well, that's the setting. I'll be back when, that's the baking. I'll be back when I dust off and finish up the look.
So this part of my makeup I decided to speed up because it's nothing new. This step has been in another video before this, so I don't really do anything different. I'm just applying my powder bronzer to define my nose and my cheeks, and that's it.
Okay, so I'm back. This is the look, guys. My boyfriend just texted me, say he outside. I'm like, I'm coming. So with my little hat, Ardennes, these two from my little store called Continental. Check it out. And fleece line stockings I also got from Ardennes. The color is not bad at all. It doesn't look too Caucasian, you know what I'm saying? Socks from Ardennes. And here, I'm trying to show y'all leg warmers as well. And I'm gonna put on my little boots. So that's the look. That's the look, people. I look cute. I look fly. I do look ready for the winter. Winter cutie, winter baddie, winter princess. So I'm gonna put a clip of the whole outfit with my jacket and everything. Right now, I gotta go. See y'all later.
Here's a few pics of my makeup and how it lasted throughout the day and my fit. I was looking cute. Anyways, thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.
Jazzy, Stacy, Nikki. All of the Barbies is pretty. All of the Barbies is bad. It girls, and we ain't playing tag.